Hey guys, this is BinaryGuy10 playing on the MonkeyMines server. Today our project is to set up another AFK stream farm. So what this is going to be is fully automatic, and we're going to make a melon farm. Oops. Clear out a little space here in the hallway, or farm area, whatever you want to call it. Oops. Alright, so I've been toying around with a couple of ideas for an auto harvest melon farm, and you can do it a couple different ways. One of those ways is to have a bud switch, and you can do that either on every melon or on just a group of melons. What I'm going to do is not actually a bud switch, because there's been talk that those might get fixed eventually. This is essentially using the fact that melons are solid blocks, so a current can pass through them, and so we can set up a certain, essentially a detector melon that will determine if there is a melon there by whether or not a current is passing through it. Put this up. Let me grab some water for our water stream. And right now my eggs are sliding over this way because this water stream is aimed this way, but there's no water stream to push it back to the middle. So that's one of the things I'm going to do right now is set this back up. So put that down. And since this is a melon farm, I'm going to go ahead and put down dirt. There we go. So now it pushes the eggs back around the corner. Exactly what we want. Okay, so this is where the melons are going to be growing. I'm going to leave just a little bit of a buffer space right here. And we'll start the farm on this side. Now the detector is going to be off on the far end so that we don't see it. It won't be in the way. Let me actually dig out a little further here. Alright, we'll probably put 2 water streams. So we know that, I'm going to try to do this without using extra repeaters. We may eventually need to do something like that, but for now let's go ahead and place our, you can see the egg flew out this way. Go ahead and place on some pistons, and I made up a few sticky pistons. And the reason I'm using sticky pistons is because the melons won't glitch through them as badly, so. Alright, so I'm actually going to need to take out another layer of wall here, so that works out. Oh, what do you know? Alright, this is a fortune 3. Let's. Hey, I'm glad I took out that extra layer of wall there. Oh, nice. This is a nice find. Alright, well, pardon me while I take a quick break from the melon farm to mine out this diamond stash here. Alright, nothing above it. Alrighty then, that was quite a pleasant surprise. It's always cool to find diamonds when you're not looking for them. And we got 13 out of that stash there. Alright, so let's go back to what we were doing. Taking out this wall here. Alright, oops. I think I took one on the ceiling. Yeah, I did. Crap. And I'll put a dirt block there for now. We'll fix it later. Alright, so for this farm, there are going to be pistons along this edge. I'm going to do them in 2s. Oops. Had a lag spike. Double piston there. Do not need that. And right behind them, I'm also going to place down. This is where the redstone is going to be running. Oh, what do you know, redstone? This is a really lucky area. Maybe I should do some more mining here. Alright, so well, I got some extra redstone. Let's go ahead and just place that down the way we're going to expect it Alright, so we have to go down to here, and I may eventually put a wall back up here just for looks. So the redstone is going to go down this far, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can definitely go for another probably a whole another water stream here. So let's take this out. I want to drop down one layer here, put in a ice block. Alright, and you'll notice on this block there should be no melons being pushed onto it, so I can put a half slab here because there's going to be a melon plant here, so the melons will grow on these locations. Right, let's dig out a quick area here. So this morning I was watching, or not this morning, but earlier today, had a little excitement in the binary and Geekgurl household. I was watching Monkey DKS's 30-second video where he gives a world tour, kind of some background on his lighthouse and all that. And so I was sitting here minding my own business, watching his video, and all of a sudden Geekgurl starts hollering from the kitchen, "Help! Help!" I'm like, "What?" You know, she's normally pretty good in the kitchen, you know, doesn't have any issues. So since she's sounding fairly urgent, I head in there pretty quickly, and there is a pot on the stove that is spitting out flames more than a foot high. So we've got an oil fire going on, and like I said, normally she's really level-headed about these things, and that wouldn't have been an issue. But as I mentioned, she's also pregnant, and I believe that the pregnancy is kind of altering her thought pattern somewhat. So she decided that I would be the optimal person to solve this issue. Since it is an oil fire, I'll go ahead and let you know this, that you do not want to use water on it. Because since water and oil do not mix, all that'll do is give you a really big fire, splash it everywhere. So definitely do not want to use water on a fire like that. So her mind automatically went to like a salt or a baking soda. My mind went to something slightly more practical. A pot lid. So I went ahead and grabbed one of the lids, put it on top of the pot, and the fire went out in a couple minutes. Now the house is full of smoke at this point, but you know, smoke is better than fire. So we had to open up some windows, get all that cleared out to where we could breathe again. It also raised a new concern that our smoke detector did not go off. So we will be possibly putting in a new smoke detector closer to the kitchen, because there is a smoke detector in the house, but it's in the hallway, which doesn't really... It's further away from the kitchen than it should be, I suppose. So, you know, it was a little excitement. Probably a little more excitement than I would have preferred, but you know, it worked out well. We handled it nicely. Alright, so let's see, how far am I going here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be 7. We've got 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think we can make this pretty well. Let's go ahead and fill in this area here. Since the water's here, we will have no problem with the hydration. So let's put down some of these blocks. I don't know if this part will be visible or not, but we'll go ahead and make it look nice anyway. Put down some light back here. I can't see what's going on. I gotta make sure I don't put light too close to the ice or else I'll melt it, and that won't be any good. Alright, so there's gonna be a block here and here, here and here. And then these blocks are gonna be plowed. Make some melon seeds here. So I'm gonna put them down here and here. And the same thing here and here. And again, because there's a melon plant here. There shouldn't be any melons falling onto this half slab. And we'll put one here as well for the end. Now you could do every other one, but I find that makes it a little nicer if they're beside each other. That means that each melon only has one place that can grow, so they're not stealing each other's growing places, growing locations, whatever. Let's put down another 2 right there. Let's see, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we'll finish up our ice stream. Huh! Alright, awesome. I'll definitely take that any day. Give me some more redstone. I only have half a chest full. I'm not actually being sarcastic. I could seriously use more redstone because if you've watched any of my other stuff, then you'll know that I usually make use of a lot of redstone. Alright, so that is, the ice stream is as long as I'm going to be making it. Let's go ahead and grab some more water. We have this handy little spring here in the middle of the room. The mob trap is still working quite well. If we see a skeleton, we might try to grab some bones before they move on down the road. Okay. All we need to do now is clear out a little space here, finish up the farm area. Huh, coal. Replace this out with dirt. Now, this is going to be on one side for now. Eventually I may put another one on the other side. We could use the same redstone line for that. Right now I'm just going to use the one. So let's see. These are going to be tilled. These are going to be open, and this one's going to be tilled. Okay, yeah, so that works out great. 1, 2, 3 more. And my water stream pushed me right back down. I'm going to go here and here. And then one right out here on the end. Actually, let me count my redstone and make sure that I'm not going to be going too far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's 11. 12. 13. 14. Oops. Oh man, I broke my pick. 14 and 15. Let me cut real quick. I'm gonna get a new pick and we'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed a new pick and Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 4, and the first block I mined out revealed another diamond. So let's go ahead and dig those out. And I actually am using a fortune pick. This is my other fortune that is not broken. Alright, another couple here. Very nice, very nice. Let me check. Anything else? No. Yeah, I think we got it all. Alright, cool. Okay, so I had built this out in a single player creative my test world for that. And I'm trying to remember how exactly I put everything together while still making it as melon efficient as possible. So let's use our fortune for the coal. Nice decent coal vein here. Oh nice, it just keeps going up in the ceiling too. Okay, I must not be distracted. Back to work. We have a melon farm to finish here. Okay, so the last one is going to be an indicator. So it's going to let us know when to harvest them all. So in order to make that work, what I'm going to do is let's see. The melon grows. Let's actually. I'll tell you what, let's break this one out. We don't need this anymore. We're going to use. This is our last melon that's going to grow. So, I'm going to put a regular piston here. I'm going to put down a redstone torch right here. And this is going to be running directly into the melon that would grow. So on top of that, let me just put a placer block. We're going to put down a sticky piston facing the opposite direction. And you see at this point that piston is powered. And now it's unpowered because there's no block there. So we want to give this piston a block. And now we want to put a block here. Okay, so this is going to be our detector. So if a piston, or if a piston, if a melon grows right here, then this piston will push, it'll go across and let the redstone power go into this block, which will power this piston underneath it, push the block off, and that'll empower the sticky piston on top. And we'll be ready for the next one. Now what this does, it'll give us a redstone signal into this block. But we want it to go into this redstone current here. So let's take out a quick little area there. I have a repeater ready to go. Do it here and here. We'll set this to 4 ticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, that works out really great. Perfect, perfect. Let me go ahead. We want to have a little higher wall down through here, just so that the melons don't get pushed out of the water stream too far. So let me grab my stone bricks. We'll lay them out here and here, and then another row right here. Oh, are there any bones? Yes, bones are perfect. They're exactly what I wanted. Alright, so this will help me grow my melon plants. How about that? Bones on demand. They're just right there when you need them. So these are all grown up. Now this is it'll be totally automatic, but it will only fire off when this last one grows. Which, you know, ideally they should have a similar growing rate, so it shouldn't be much different than the rest of them. Alright, so let me grab a couple. Well, I have some melons in my inventory, so let me just craft them into melon blocks. We can have an idea of what's going to happen. There's 2. Make 1 more. I've got too much stuff. Let me just... What do I not need? There's 2 arrows. Okay, I can get rid of that. Oh, I have some more diamonds. I should put those in the inner chest. Oh, we just passed a stack of diamonds. Awesome. Okay, so let's assume that we had maybe melon here, the melon here. Alright, let's clear this out. Put a torch down so we can see what's happening. Alright, so this is powered both ways, but you notice there's no power running along the back. So if I place a melon right here, it gets pushed off, that gets pushed off, the melons get sent down this way, and off the AFK stream. Alright, now you notice a couple of them will get stuck here, so pick that up. There was a couple melons right there. Oops. Oh, we got too dark for it. let's put some light back here. And because there's water on top of the ice, that shouldn't mess with the AFK stream. So that'll work out okay. We'll replant that. And I already threw in my bone meal, so they're just gonna have to grow naturally. Okay. Looking good, looking good. What I'll probably do is actually just fill that area in and leave this open. We'll make it look a little nicer where we can't see all this exposed redstone. And you know, at some point I probably will go along and put another melon farm right over on this side, so we can have more than just the one. And this would also be stackable. We could set it up where we could have multiple ones on top of each other, so long as we left a little space between the detector pistons here. A little vertical space. You need to leave one space gap between levels. Alright, well, let me do a little bit of polishing up, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all set up, ready to go. Be right back. Alright, so I've done some cleanup work, made it look a little bit nicer in here. Actually, let me change this now too. You always miss a little something. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a stair block, and then we can always put our torch one more block over. Alright, so that makes a nice little stair progression down. The redstone is hidden under this block. I'm going to put this piece of glass in instead of the solid stone so we can see through it. See, walk along the sea, there's already a couple melons grown, but these aren't the melons that trigger it. The melon has to grow right here in order for it to grow. So let's go ahead and stand up on top of this glass and place this melon down. Now it's a little red in the end because I had to leave some room for some redstone wiring. But I'm okay with that. We can just deal with that for now. Alright, so place this. They get pushed off. There's a couple that land here, but as long as this is always activating on its own, then there will be no problem with that. We'll still have more than enough melons at the end of the AFK stream whenever we go check it. Especially if I make another one over here that runs off the same input. Anyway, here's another cool use for this AFK stream since we have it. May as well be utilizing it. I'll probably make another one of these for pumpkins and maybe something similar for reeds. It won't be able to be exactly the same for reeds because reeds are not solid blocks, so we'll have to do more of probably a bud switch to detect a reed growth. Or, you know, we could just run everything off this one melon. That'd be interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call this an episode. Got a nice project done here. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have, let me know. I like reading your comments. Oh, have a good one.